Now this makeup look I've been obsessed with recently, so let me show you how to create it. So first of all, you're going to want to apply a primer to the eyes. You can use anything from a paint pot from MAC, which is what I'm using here, this MAC Painterly paint pot. I'm going to melt it into the skin using the warmth of my fingertips. You could also apply your concealer if you didn't have a primer to hand. Then you want to set that primer into place so it doesn't kind of just stick onto the powder of the eyeshadows. So I just used my regular face powder and a fluffy brush to do so. Then you want to go and start applying your transition colours. These colours are really going to help diffuse the shadows and really help create that smoky look and nice and seamless. I first took Peach Smoothie by Makeup Geek, which is a very warm peach colour, very subtle, and then I went in with the hot pink shade, and then I deepened up the crease of my outer edge using a dark purpley brown shade on a fluffy brush. Fluffy brushes are your best friend. Then on a different fluffy brush, because I wanted to keep my other one slightly cleaner, I took a very dark black shade and just kind of lightly buffed this into the outer edges of my eye. And then I also went in with a cream base onto the main lid section of my eye, ready just to stick onto that pigment we're going to apply later on, and then I just blended that out using the fluffy brush. Then for the star of the show, I'm using MAC's Copper Sparkle Pigment, which I'm absolutely in love with. I applied a little bit of a setting spray to my MAC 242 brush just to pack this onto the lid and give a really intense, vibrant, metallic, beautiful, it's just look at it, it's absolutely insane, and it looks like your eyes are on fire in a good way. And then just blend it out some more until your preference, add some more pigment and just go back and forth until you like the effect that it gives. You don't have to apply liner with this, and for anyone with smaller eyes, I suggest not applying any liner so the kind of the gorgeousness of the pigment actually shows through and not just a thick liner. I just applied some liner myself for some definition. It did go a little bit too thick for my liking, I won't lie to you, but you know, you can just take your preference, take your inspiration from bits and bobs. Then I took a black eyeshadow and applied this under my lower lash line using a thin angle brush, and then buffed on top a tiny bit of MAC's Copper Sparkle just loosely over top. It isn't very noticeable now, but once you put everything else onto your face, it just adds that little extra something, and the extra something makes all the something. So then you want to go apply a generous coat of mascara and some falsies. I'm using my Ardell Demi Wispies as they are my go-to lashes, and they just really help to create that nice dramatic look but without being too overbearing, especially when we've got such a strong pigment on the eyes. To apply the falsies, I just applied some glue to the lashes, let it dry and go tacky, and then started from the middle, apply them, and with some tweezers just tuck them into the edges. I also applied some gel eyeliner to the inner rims of my eyes, and now I'm applying a heavy dusting of bronzer because I really felt with the warmth of the eyes I wanted to add the warmth into the whole of my face. You don't have to do this, it's just what I felt like doing. I added just a little bit of contouring as well with the Sleek Face Contour Kit under my cheekbones, down my temples, top of my forehead, a little bit down my nose and under my lip for a more poutier appearance. This is quite a heavy contour. Obviously if you don't want to go to this heavy, you don't have to, it's totally fine, I understand. For blush, I went with MAC Peaches as it's my favourite go-to blusher and it's not too overbearing. Then for highlighter, yes, I'm using MAC's Soft and Gentle, and to be honest, I just attacked my face to death with the highlighter. Just everywhere possible that I could put the highlighter, that's where it goes. I applied it on the tops of my cheekbones, a little bit in the kind of arch of my eyebrow, on the top of my lip, down the tip of my nose, just anywhere that I want to bring light to the face, and I just love highlight too much, as you can see. But highlight on fleek, as we would say here on YouTube. Then for lips, I wanted something kind of deep and dark and neutral, but I don't want to put lipstick on, so I just applied MAC's Soar Lipliner all over the lip and filled in the entirety of the lip with this, and it creates a really beautiful look, and it really teams in well with the eyes. And then for the lips, so basically just line them with the outline of your natural lip line, but then for the Cupid's bow, I wanted quite a defined Cupid's bow, so I did an X at where the Cupid's bow sits and then just filled the whole lip in, and this is the finished look. I'm completely in love with this makeup look. I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. I hope you've learned something interesting today or just been inspired to create something new, and I shall see you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye.